Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm gonna turn this music down a little bit more here. Just a little bit more. Because I want you guys to be able to hear me. Thank you for your patience and my audio problems and whatnot. But let's get this crack-a-lacking. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. It is Monday, it's the beginning of the week. But soon, if you continue to concentrate and do your job wherever you work at, it'll be Friday. It'll be time to have a day off and it'll be time to relax. But anyway, let's get down to business here because we need to talk about a few things here. Number one, let me get this out the way first with Jaguar Wright. Um, it's pretty much come to a standstill right now in my eyes. There's just not much content that can be had off of that. Um, are TJ and Jag still together? I don't know. They could possibly be. Now, at this point, I don't think so. I don't think they're together like that. I think they're still trying to scam, of course. But I don't think they're together like that. And then there's this Johnny Popcorn guy, and I saw a post on Facebook that he was allegedly arrested. I don't know. I don't even know who the hell Johnny Popcorn is. I know what a John is. That's all I'm gonna say. I know what the hell a John is though, so I'm gonna just set that right with that note. But and then I think like a week or so ago, it might have been. I mean, I watched so much content because I have a wide variety of interests. I think at one point I saw something where TJ was talking about she had a job and whatever, whatever. At this point, just like I said, it's dying down. There's not much to see anymore. The dog and pony show is over for right now, or at least it's an intermission. So you can either stick around for the next act to see what that's going to be. But it's a standstill with that information right now. I mean, but I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming because it's like she can only keep this type of content creating that she's calling it going on for so long with willing participants. Besides the ones who are looking to use what's left of the popularity of this whole saga to bring up their channel. So, I'm kind of glad it's done because it's like the behavior that was being displayed in that whole situation was just horrible. And glad it's dying out, just like I said. And I believe I said it in one of my lives too, that it was coming to an end and there was content out there. So, which there is. So, yeah, but that's it on that front. Now let's get into Ahsoka. Yes, let's get into Ahsoka. I did watch episode 7. See, I knew once we got into these pivotal last episodes of the show, because it's like with these shows, they do about 8 chapters, as they call it. So there's only 8 episodes per season. So once we went into 6 and then 7, I mean, the stakes have been raised in all of this whole episode, so the episode starts with Hu Yang telling Ahsoka, I think we're coming to our destination because the whales are slowing down. And so Thrawn, he has it all set up for them because the Night Sisters and everything is saying, hey, Ahsoka's arriving. what are we going to do, basically? And he's just like, oh, I knew they were coming anyway. And I already got a minefield surrounding the planet. So they get in the midst of that. So the Purgle jump out of hyperspace and they go right into a minefield that's surrounding the planet of Peridia. And they're dodging and everything like that. And Hu Yang says, well, it's a good thing we got the whales for cover because, of course, they came out of the Purgle that they were in. And they were in trying to duck and dodge all the mines that were shooting and exploding. And once they started going off, the Purgles jumped right back into hyperspace. They was just like, we are out because we are not dying today. We do come here to die, but not today. We was just dropping y'all off. They dropped them off and got the hell on. They was out. So it was just really great. I really love that scene. This is more reaction, not a review. I'm just going to point out some of the best stuff in the show. Also too, and so and that's the thing, before Hu Yang comes in and tells Ahsoka, we see Ahsoka not rehearsing, but practicing how she moves and stuff like that. You're going to have to excuse this cat because he just wants to be in the live stream so bad. Yes, kitten. Ain't nobody talking to you though. But anyway, now he's going to sit on my foot. Yes, you sat on my foot. This little kitten is crazy. He's not even a year yet. He's just being a goofball. But anyway, yeah, and so that's before this cat got me damn distracted. So Ahsoka's practicing her form for lightsaber fighting, right? And Anakin apparently made a whole bunch of recordings, holographic recordings of him doing training for her. And she's coming to terms with that he was a good master. So there was another cameo of Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker in his Clone Wars armor uniform. So it was great. That was beautiful. I'm just so glad that a lot of these people who were dragged to death during the prequel trilogy are now getting their just desserts. They are eaten. Hayden Christensen, he is eating right now because he's back in the Force and ain't nobody got nothing stupid to say now. Ahmad Betts, who was Jar Jar Binks and the Phantom Menace and was in the first trilogy. And he was in the first trilogy so much that he played another part in Attack of the Clones that people didn't even know. I know I'm going off subject, but I just want to talk about people getting their just desserts because some of these actors were really dragged bad. And you got to remember something. Back when the prequel trilogy came out, yeah, we had the internet, but it's not like it was now. So we're talking about people, oh, wow. So it's nice to see these people who were dragged to death by people who hated the prequel trilogy eat. They are eating, baby. They are eating. So that was good. And so we have Thrawn, who's playing a chess game. And so once he sees that it's just futile to try to deal with Ahsoka in the way he's dealing with, he says, hey, have them pull back. Because he's more concerned about, as we know, that cargo, loading up that cargo so they can make that jump into hyperspace and get back to what we know as the regular galaxy where we have Tatooine and Coruscant and all those places. So that's what his plan is. He just want to get the heck up out of there. And he's got the Night Sisters helping him, which is just wonderful. I just think that visually for live action, this is the possibly best way they could have displayed what the Night Sisters were like. I mean, I just think that what they got from what they did in the cartoon to what they transformed into live action for the Night Sisters was wonderful, because I was just wondering, and to be honest, I did not expect any Night Sisters to even be in the show. And this is why I say that, because for people who are really into Star Wars, know about Kathleen Kennedy, Dave Filoni, and Jon Favreau. When Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are in control of shit don't get spoiled and come out right away. When she's in charge, they tell it all, because they know that she's messing it up, because she doesn't know what she's doing. So Dave Filoni and his staff, all the directors that have been directing different episodes and stuff like that, have just done a magnificent job of really bringing that to life for the Night Sisters. And I was concerned too, because as I've said before, Morgan more resembles a Night Sister that is in the games and not the ones we're used to seeing in the Clone Wars, at least for me. I can only speak on myself. You know what I'm saying? And so now they're just like, well, where is she going? Where is she at? And so the Night Sisters come in right when she's trying to contact Sabine through the Force, so she can find out where to land to go get to where Sabine is at. Could you just stop here? I'm going to play this back and I'm going to hear you. And if anybody drop any money for the cat, I ain't buying you nothing because you interrupted. But anyway, as I was saying, so all that's going on. So, and that's how they find out where Ahsoka is going, because the Night Sisters, while she is connecting through the Force to find out where to fly to get Sabine, the Night Sisters are also working at the same time too. So they pick up on what Ahsoka's doing. It's just like, oh, she's going right there. So that was kind of, I'm going to see how people are going to analyze that after they sit back and really watch the show a few more times and do different type of reviews and stuff like that. Because to me, that was like a little interesting hit, how that was just maybe fate, that at the same time she was contacting Sabine, that they, through their night magic, when they were trying to locate her, they were just like, oh. And so Ahsoka, she finally locates them, and also to Ezra. So as we know, at the end of the last episode, Ezra was found, Ezra Bridger. I saw a comment that was really funny. They said he looks like a hippie Jedi. He looks like a hippie Jedi, and he kind of does. And so he's traveling with these turtles, the Noti, which is actually cute and like a callback to the Ewoks, because the Ewoks were the best. And then they had a major rap song. They were on a major rap song called Jam On It by Nucleus, the official rap song of Return of the Jedi. Anybody from New York or the East Coast know that for a fact. So, you know, so at the end of that last episode, so Sabine's up there catching up Ezra about what's going on, how the Empire fell, because he's been in Peridia. He's been in Peridia all this time. So, and there was not any discussion or anything on screen or anything in the script of how come she is here. So as far as we know, which I guess is just adding to the suspense and drama, she has not told Ezra, well, see, this is what happened. I thought Ahsoka was dead. And I said, well, since I thought she was dead, I figured, well, I might as well go try to at least find you. So I ended up getting captured through my dumb decisions. And now I'm here. They're probably tracking us, even though they let me go when I got here, because he said that he didn't even know if we were still alive. So, and of course, they sent somebody out for him. They sent Shinhati and Balin. And now this is where it gets really crazy. So Shinhati and Balin, it's just like, oh yeah, we'll go out there and we'll kill him, right? And so once it gets time for them to like meet up and get ready to go out together, he is just like, well, girl, you on your own, because I got other shit to do. He's just like, our paths lie in different places, and you need to take your place in the incoming empire. And from what I've seen and research, and that's another reason why it took me some time to do that as well too. I told you that lady was conflicted. I believe she is conflicted. She wants all that power, but also she feels a pull to the light a little bit, I think, because she does not know anything about the light. I think what mostly she's been doing through type of work or mercenary work they've been doing, she hasn't really used the light like that. She knows control, but not the light, just control in the dark. So basically, Balin told her, you're so clout thirsty. Go with him. She didn't say anything that questioned it, because we know that Balin is searching for something else, something that's calling to him. And if people have been kind of doing their digging before they released The Rise of Skywalker, and they were finding out spoilers, and that if we were just reading, listening, there's a lot of material out there, books that talk about Palpatine said that something was calling to him in the unknown regions. So, and there's a lot of theories out there like Abeloth. I can't even explain that. I've watched many videos about that. I don't know if it's that, but it could be that. So we shall all see. So Shinhati shows up and surrounds the Noti with Ezra and Sabine. And Sabine gives him a lightsaber, like, here you go. He's just like, no, I don't need that. The Force is my friend, or whatever he said. And he's kind of doing like this kind of style of martial art force fighting. The best way I can describe it. I thought it was really cool. I thought it kind of fit for where he was at now, even though we don't know much of what he's endured since he's been there, what his real mindset is. I mean, right now they're just showing him as maybe a more older, kind of more mature version of what we saw in Rebels. So, yep, so they're fighting, they're surrounded. So Sabine, she does this combination of, she uses her lightsaber, but also she still fights like a Mandalorian. And I mean, and that's the thing about Sabine. At the end of the day, the style that keeps her safe and winning fights is doing it like a Mandalorian with a combination of lightsaber. But she is no Jedi. She is no Jedi. She may have force sensitivity, but she's not on that level like that, because as we know from history, you have to be trained to use the Force at an early age if you are that strong in the Force. If you watch Tales of the Jedi and the story on Ahsoka, how she was like just a year and had these ability to communicate with animals and all sorts of stuff. So And as far as we know about the history of Sabine, she was not like that. So yeah, and so Ahsoka lands on the ground and meets up with Balin, right? And Balin's just like, I'm here to kind of stop you, right? I mean, he was just like, because for some reason Balin has a soft spot for Ahsoka because he knows of Ahsoka. Then, according to a lot of the other content creators that do like really these deep dives and put out information, it has been confirmed that in Arabesh, on Balin's sleeve, there are the names of Luke Skywalker, Leia, Han Solo, Chewie, C-3PO, R2-D2, and Ben. So he know that family. He knows something of it. It's unfortunate that Ray Stevens passed away because, man, if he would have been able to, I mean, if he would have stayed alive and not passed away, the way he was playing the hell out of this character just would have been it. I mean, thank goodness we got our first season out of it. At least we got something out of it. So we should all be grateful to the Lord, period, because at least we got to see this man do one thing for Star Wars that is just going to go down in history as being this major, major thing. Excuse the cat crying. I'm sorry. So, I got to try to wrap this up. Would you just stop? Stop. Yep, I hear you. Let me finish, okay? Let me finish, baby. Let me finish? That's not a scratching post. That's not a scratching post. But anyway, once again, my cat Cinnamon. So, not Shinhati. I'm so sorry. This cat got me distracted. Balin and Ahsoka get into it. And he's just like, you can't win against me. But Hu Yang, who's flying the ship, he flies over, shoots down, and distracts them. And Ahsoka takes off on his wolf to go meet up with Sabine and them. And then, because just like was said, Thrawn, his main thing is getting that cargo on there so they could jump into hyperspace and get the hell out of there because he knows Peridia is no good. It's no good. It's not, it's swelling of some type of evil thing that's going on. At least that's what Thrawn thinks. And so those troops that he sent down with Shinhati, they split. They dropped in, came down, bum rushed everybody. The little noties are using slingshots and stuff to fight them off. Oh, and then there was that moment where we kind of see where Ezra's strength is at. And it seems that our boy Ezra is a tad bit rusty because he was able to force push Shinhati's lightsaber back. But then she still threw him like a bitch across the ground into the wall. So, he a little rusty. Ezra a little rusty. He a little rusty. So it was crazy. So when those soldiers pull out, right, they're just like, Shinhati's standing there by herself because remember, Balin told her, he's like, deuces, you on your own. You better go grab that power. Go, basically, to break it down in layman's term, girl, go get that bag. He told Shinhati, girl, go get that bag. You know you want it. That's all you worried about is that bag. So go on and get it. I'm out. You don't need my ass no more. That's exactly what she told him. Oh my goodness, that's exactly what she told him. What he told her. Excuse me. And so when those troops pull out, because just like I said, Ron's just like, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here. I'm not trying to stay in here. And so they pull out, and Shinhati's down there by herself, and Ahsoka reaches out and says, I can help you. Because Ezra and Sabine are just like, let's go, let's beat her ass. They was ready to jump all over her. And then and Ahsoka's just like, no, that ain't the way. And she ran off to where we don't know. So I guess we're going to find that out in 46 minutes tomorrow night. 46 minutes tomorrow night. It all comes to an end and there's nothing else to watch again, darn it. And that's it. But oh God, that was a wonderful episode. Now, spoilers. So if you don't want to hear about the episode, I suggest you turn off right now. Turn it off. Sign out. Just make sure you hit that like button on your way out, because I'm about to talk some alleged spoilers for the episode tomorrow. From what I understand, not everybody is going to make it back from Peridia. They're saying it's either Sabine or Ahsoka. I'm guessing Ahsoka, because I'm guessing there's going to, for at least two of them to go back, there's going to have to be a strong Force user on each side to orchestrate that. That's what I predict. They're not ready to kill off Ezra just yet. So, and the spoilers have pointed to that he will make it back. In fact, the spoilers point to he will make it back, and Hu Yang will be most likely the person who helps him create a new lightsaber or gives him one. So then that leaves us with who else could be possibly left behind? Well, okay. Sabine can't move a cup with the Force. So what type of storyline would that be? So I'm guessing it's going to be Ahsoka. And the ridiculous speculation and leaks is already out now. They're saying Luke Skywalker is coming back next season. I mean, I can understand why they would say that, because this whole Heir to the Empire is based on 3 books. And from what I understand, there's the word out in the street is that there is supposed to be now not just one movie, but a trilogy. So with that in mind, I got to finish up because my phone here is about to die. Yeah, these YouTube streets. Been a lot going on. What I can say is that I want to put this in the best way possible, because there are so many content creators out there that I love so much. They are entertaining, they are funny, and they are uplifting. Even when talking about Jaguar Wright. Most definitely, I definitely love them. But also, all this arguing and fighting in the YouTube streets is just too damn much for me. It's like, there's content creators that I just love to death right now. There's just like too many of them are just going back and forth, making each other the content. And it's unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary. It shouldn't be happening. It's just very sad. And me as a subscriber, because I'm making this opinion based on being a subscriber because of the type of subscriber I am. The type of subscriber I am is that if 2 of my favorite content creators are beefing and they're making each other the content, I don't want to watch any of them, because I feel like that is counterproductive. The reason why I'm tuning in is because you guys are great content creators. All that other stuff, all the beefing and stuff like that, that needs to be handled like grown-ass people behind closed doors. But also at the same time, one of the things I'm learning as being a content creator is, if I do collaborate with anybody, if I do have moderators, I need to keep it professional. because all this arguing and fussing going on is just too damn much. It's too damn much. It's at the point now where I'm actually staying in the bushes because there's just too much stuff going on. Way too much unnecessary stuff. And I understand everybody has their feelings and happen and stuff like that, but at the same time, the one thing you can at least do for each other is not use each other as content. Drop that stuff and move on. You make it hard for people like myself who are really good, strong supporters. You make it hard for us because then we don't want to listen to anyone, especially not y'all, if y'all going to keep on going back and forth and talking about each other. It's just too many content creators just going back and forth, talking about each other, saying somebody did this, saying somebody said that, and you lied about this and those. Just stop it, please. Just please stop it. You're stressing all of us out. We can't handle it. But on that note, I got about 2% left on my phone because I came home from work, tried to charge it up, was on the phone, and now it's dying down again. So, but anyway, I just want to but before I go to, for what it's worth, if I'm in Uptown Minneapolis and joyriding is happening, I will be filming, but next time I will go live and I will not post a video. I thought about it at the last minute and I was just like, why didn't I just go live on StreamYard? Oh my God. But my mindset was I'll record it and upload it. So that's why I didn't. But Chronicles of Joyriding in Uptown Minneapolis. Hopefully we'll have a few more editions before it gets cold. And people can't necessarily be running around in the street like that, because if they run around the street like that, the way it gets cold here and the street get icy, they're going to have more than what they bargained for. But anyway, I'm out. Peace and blessings. I'm going to be on it tomorrow because Ahsoka is coming on tomorrow. So I'm hoping maybe they drop it in 15 minutes just to get it over with. That probably won't happen. But anyway, peace and blessings. I love you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want to support even further me building my YouTube studio. The Cash App is up on the screen. I love you all. Replay gang. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and blessings, and I'm out.